babes, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a very beginner friendly makeup tutorial. I will be showing you step by step, very detailed, how I achieve this look. If this is something that you're interested in, then just keep on watching. So starting off, I'm going to use this DANESSA MYRICKS Yummy Skin, and this is in the shade 8.5. I bought it online, so I don't know if it's my shade, so I'm just dipping it in the product and I'm going to apply it directly to my skin. And I don't know, I think it looks good right now. Maybe it's a tad bit dark, but I'm gonna keep working it into my skin. It looks really good, it feels really good, it's lightweight. And this is different than foundation. With this, you really have to work this product in, rub it, roll it around, whereas with foundation, you would just pretty much pat it. Now I am gonna drag this onto my forehead. Normally I do not when I'm doing like skin-like looks, but since this is gonna be pretty much a full glam look, I'm gonna put it on my forehead as well. And y'all, this took literally less than 30 seconds to put all over my face. Whereas if I had been using foundation, baby, I would have still been on the right side of my face working that in. But this looks so good. So I also picked up the Yummy Skin Concealer. This is in the shade 13. Now I do think this is going to be a little bit too orange for me. Yeah, this is gonna be way too orange. But we'll work with it and see how it blends out. And I like the formula of this. It's very hydrating, very lightweight. It's putting me in the mind of my NARS concealer. So I do want this to be a little bit brighter, so I am gonna go in with my Too Faced concealer. This is in the shade Cookie. And I'm just gonna place this in the inner corner of my eye, just to brighten that up just a little bit. And then I'm gonna put it on the highest points of my face as well. And then to help work this all in, I'm just gonna spray my face with this Milk Set and Refresh, and then take my beauty blender and blend everything out. Now I like to start with my chin and just work that in, and then I go to my upper lip. Yeah, I really like the way this DANESSA MYRICKS concealer is blending out, only if I just had my correct shade, because this is entirely too orange for me. And like I said, I did purchase it online, so maybe that's why I didn't get my correct shade, because I'm sure if I had bought this in store, if I had went in store to get it, I would not have gotten this orange concealer. But we're gonna make it work. And then I like to take just the edges of the beauty blender and blend out that forehead concealer, just so we don't have any harsh lines. And then once I get to my inner eye, I like to blend that out really well. And y'all, that is looking so good. I feel like adding that lighter concealer just really brightened it up a bit. It really made that first concealer pop, and it just looks so good. And you always want to look up when you're blending out your concealer, just so that you can get into those creases and crevices, because when it comes time to set, if you don't blend that concealer out really well, then you're going to be setting those lines. You'll set that and it'll show, and it won't look good. So normally when I contour my face, I would go in with the NARS Laguna bronzer in 4, but I got the Laguna 3. This is a tad bit lighter than the number 4, so we are going to see exactly how this wears. Oh man, I don't even really think I can see that. Okay, but we're still gonna use it. I mean, this is like exactly my skin tone, but it's like a little cool. It's a little on the cool. Yeah, that's very cool. Look at that. I think I'm gonna mix some of the 4 with this, because that is very cool tone. And then what's left on the brush, I'm just gonna lightly go down the bridge of my nose to contour my nose a little bit. Lately I got where I do not like contour on my nose. It just gives a little too harsh for my liking, but we're gonna do it today. So I'm gonna take my foundation brush and just go back over that cream contour and just buff everything out and blend it together with the concealer under my eye. Y'all, so even though that this is full glam, I feel like it's still giving skin, and I love that for me. because lately I have gotten to where I really don't like heavy foundation. Like, I've been into the light to medium coverage foundation. I guess because I've cleared my skin and I really enjoy like my skin. And so I feel like I don't have to wear heavy makeup now. And I love that for me. I'm just gonna blend this forehead out. Yeah, Laguna 3 is just a bit too cool tone for me. So I think I will stick with Laguna 4. Not sure what I'll use Laguna 3 as. Maybe I'll just put that in my makeup kit for my clients. For blush, I'm gonna go in with my Rare Beauty Joy blush. I absolutely love this blush. It looks so good on every skin tone because I've tried it on a plethora, a multitude of skin tones, and it just looks so good. So I'm gonna take my foundation brush again and just blend that blend that blush out. And what I've been doing lately is bringing it up into my eyebrow, the tail end. Oh, chef's kiss. Love, love, love that look. And what that does, it brightens up that eye area a little bit, especially if you have hooded eyes like I do. It just gives it a little bit more dimension and it lifts this area up. And that's exactly what I need, is a little bit of lift, honey. And then I also bring it down into that cream contour just to make sure that everything is meshed well together. And y'all, this looks so good. I know I keep saying that because it does. I mean, it's glowy, it's smooth, it's seamless. It's looking like my skin, but better. So now it's time to set. You already know this is my favorite setting powder by Miss HUDA. Love her. This is in the shade Banana Bread. So I'm gonna go back in with my beauty blender and just look up and make sure I have all of those creases from underneath my eye. And then I'm gonna go ahead and set. So what I've been doing lately to set is taking the back end of my beauty blender and dipping it into the powder, and then I'll knock some of the excess off. And then I like to set underneath my eye first before I set all areas. So I just place a little concealer here underneath both eyes, and then I just try to make sure that I'm looking up the best that I can, and then I go back in and just press it in, and this ensures that my under eye do not crease at all. And then I'll go back in with my setting brush. This is the Real Techniques 402 brush, and I just go in and set everywhere else underneath my eye. Y'all, that looks so good. I like that combination of the DANESSA MYRICKS and the Too Faced concealer because, honey, wow, do y'all see that? It is so smooth. It's like a filter. Love that for me. This setting powder is like one of my favorite setting powders. It just have my skin looking so good, and it sets my makeup really well. I really enjoy this. I have a few other setting powders that I enjoy, but I gravitate towards this one the most. So I'm just setting all the other areas of my face. And then I like to take a little setting powder right here at the beginning of my brows and then work it into my brows so that they won't be as oily, because I have extremely oily skin, so I just have to make sure everything is nice and set so that I don't be a grease ball, baby. So now that we are set and she's looking good, we're gonna move on to brows. It's my Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil in the shade 4.5, and I actually love this brow pencil. It's one of my favorites. It pretty much can get me the perfect brow. I don't know why my light keeps going out. Outline my brow at the bottom and then outline it at the top. And I have naturally really thin brows, so I try to create a little bit of a brow for myself. And then when I get to the front of the brow, I just bring it up. I make hair-like strokes upwards. So for the top of my eyebrows, I'm gonna go back in with that DANESSA MYRICKS Yummy Skin and just clean up the tops of my eyebrows just to carve it out just a little bit more. And then I'm gonna take my foundation brush and just blend this out. So y'all, as y'all can see, I repurpose my foundation brush. Like, I'm always grabbing it and using it. And the purpose of that is just to make sure everything is seamless, because your foundation is just what is called the foundation. So it's gonna ensure that everything is nice and locked in and looks amazing together. And so y'all see like how my eyebrow has pretty much gotten a little bit lost with blending everything out. So I'm just gonna take a little bit more of the eyebrow pencil and just define the line just a little bit more. So being that this is a full glam look, we are going to be doing eyes. I know I rarely do eyes on my channel because I really don't care for eyeshadow on me. So we're gonna do that today. I'm gonna take a little bit of the DANESSA MYRICKS Yummy Skin and just put this all over my eyelid, just to cancel out some of the darkness and make it like an even playing field. And then with that same eyeshadow blending brush, I'm just gonna blend this out onto my lid and into this inner space here. And then I'm gonna take my beauty blender again and just dip it into some setting powder and set that concealer. So since I know that I'm gonna have a little bit of fallout from the eyeshadow that I'm gonna use, I'm gonna take my GIVENCHY Prisme powder and go ahead and just place this on the sides of my nose and just place a little bit underneath my eye to catch that fallout so it won't stick to my face. I'm gonna take my Morphe 35G palette and I'm gonna go into this shade right here. This is gonna be my transition shade, and I'm just gonna put this all over my lid. And then I like to work it into the inner corner and then make a V at the outer corner. And I'll just do this same technique on the other eye. To deepen it up a bit, I'm gonna go into this shade here and put this on the outer V. And to give it just a little bit more dimension, we're gonna go into this brown shimmer shade here. And so since this is so dark, I like to even it out on both sides before I start blending it. And then I just keep it right there in that V. This is our base for our eyeshadow. Now I'm gonna go in with this chocolate gold palette. This is from Too Faced, and my husband got me this palette many years ago, and I did not like it when he first bought it for me, but now this is one of my favorite palettes. Love this palette. I'm gonna go into a Rich Girl right here and just create like a cut crease without creating a cut crease. So I start up here where my natural crease would be. And I have hooded eyes, so I have to make a crease. And then I just press this on and swipe. And this is a beautiful shimmer. It's like a champagne. I don't know if it's coming off on camera, but it's beautiful. And then I just kind of blend it out. So I want a little bit more of a pink look, so I'm gonna go into New Money and just put this like in the center. And so to brighten it up in the inner corner, I'm gonna take Dripping Diamonds and just to brighten that up. And I'm also gonna go in with just a little bit of this black here called Decadent. And this is super duper pigmented, so you do not want to be heavy handed with this. But I'm just using this to blend the shimmer in with the outer corner. I'm gonna try a wing eyeliner. I have not done this in I don't know when. It's been a very long time, but I saw on TikTok for the girlies who have hooded eyes that instead of bringing your wing liner like upwards, you wanna go just straight across. So we're gonna try that today. I have not tried it, so let's just see how this works out for me. Okay, I don't know exactly how I am feeling this wing. I did use the Stila eyeliner, liquid eyeliner pencil, so maybe that's why. Don't know, but I'm gonna try it on the other side. If we don't like it, we'll just take some eyeshadow or something and just fix it. Honestly, I think this looks horrific. It looks horrendous. I mean, I do not know how I like this, but I'm gonna keep it and we're gonna put some lashes on and see how we feel about it, okay? These are the lashes that I'll be using. I do not know the name of them. These have just been sitting on my vanity for some months. And then I just like to press my lashes just to make sure that they are on good and that my natural lashes are blending in. And they are so cute. All right, so I'm gonna take my Real Techniques 202 brush and just dust away this under eye powder just to get that fallout off of my face. And see, just a little bit stuck there. but that's fine because we can use that as highlighter. So I'm gonna go back in with my concealer brush and try to clean up this wing liner to see if I can get it to look just a tad bit better. Maybe this side isn't as hooded as my other eye. So maybe on the right side, I need to bring this up a little instead of down. Okay, we're just gonna leave it like that and then set it. That's the best I can do. It's gonna take some practice because I haven't done a wing in a very, very long time. Because like I said, I don't like wings on myself because I have hooded eyes, but TikTok got me, so yeah. Moving on to bronzer. This is my favorite bronzer at the moment. This is the JUVIA'S in Deep Dark. I was using dark, but it was a little bit too red for my liking. So I'm just gonna go into this first shade here and just bronze up the skin. And this is a beautiful, beautiful bronzer. And I just like to bring it up into the hairline. And then for my forehead, I like to mix the two shades together and make sure I get that hairline. And I love for my forehead to be just a tad bit darker than the rest of my face, just to kind of give it dimension. And because the sun naturally hits your forehead and your forehead is naturally a little bit darker. Well, in most cases, it's a little bit darker than the rest of your face. So that's why I like to deepen it up a bit with my bronzer. And I used to put bronzer like down my nose, but I don't do that anymore for myself because it's too harsh for me and I don't like it. So again, I'm gonna go back in with that Givenchy Prism powder, and this is to carve out the rest of my face. So I'm gonna go back in on the bridge of my nose, underneath my eye, to brighten it. Powder is also going to help me blend out like my blush. And then I like to carve out my cheeks a little, but not harsh. So I'm gonna press that in so we are not baking the cheek area. And then I'm gonna take some on the bridge of my nose and then the center of my forehead, but I'm gonna press this in. And then for blush, this is the JUVIA'S Volume 1. I'm gonna go into this orange shade here. Go crazy with the blush. I love blush. And y'all see how that setting powder was like a map for the blush, and it's just making it blend so effortlessly. And this will make sure that your blush does not have like that harsh line between under eye highlight, blush, and contour. It's just gonna make sure it's not like harsh. Everything is just gonna mesh together. And I'm gonna bring that up into that eyebrow and into my hairline. And if you think you put on enough blush, you didn't. Add more, okay? Just add some more. And for my lips, I like to take a paper towel or a makeup wipe and just wipe off the excess product from like foundation, concealer, chapstick, lip gloss. I just like to take that off before I apply any lip products. So this is my NATASHA DENONA Nude Lip Crayon Pencil. This is in the shade Luna, and this is by far one of my favorite lip pencils. I feel like it's the perfect nude for like that medium deep skin tone like I am. And it's just perfect. It's not too dark, it's not too light, it's perfect. And then it just glides on the lip. It stays forever. It does not move. And I'm literally obsessed with this lip pencil. So I just press my lips together to kind of blend it. And then go back over that top lip. And so next I'm gonna take my Anastasia Beverly Hills lipstick, and this is in the shade Sunbaked. Y'all, I am obsessed with this lipstick. It's like the same color as my lips, and it just looks so good. Love this. And it's like a velvety matte, and I just love it. You can just wear it by itself. But y'all know me, I'm gonna add a lip gloss. So I did pick up this Patrick Ta Plumping Lip Gloss. This is in the shade Say Less, and it's like a baby doll pink. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to wear it with this look, but let's just take a look. Let's see. I don't know. Maybe. And like, this is so pigmented, and it's spicy, and it smells like bubblegum. So I'm gonna go back in with that lip pencil and just clean up the edges. And with this lip gloss, you only just need a teensy weensy bit because this lip gloss is very spicy. So I guess that's the plumping effect of it. But it also, like when you get ready to speak, like between your lips, like you'll have those lines, and I don't like that. So I just only apply just a little bit of that lip gloss. But It looks so good. I did try that lip gloss by itself just on my plain lips, and baby, no, it was an epic fail. It was like back in the 2000s when you would just wear lipstick or lip gloss by itself. Like, what was that MAC lipstick that was purple? And then they had one that was a baby doll pink. Whatever the name of those were, it was giving that type of effect, and I didn't like that. So I'm just gonna dust off the rest of my setting powder. And then I'm gonna press all over my face with the setting powder that's left on the brush just to set the rest of my face. And I'm gonna go back over my brows just a tad because they have gotten lost again. And to prevent this from happening, you would want to use like a brow gel. But I'm not using one today, so that's why I have to keep reapplying my eyebrow. And to set everything, I'm gonna go back in with my Milk Hydro Set and Refresh. And then I'm gonna take my One Size by Patrick Star. So I'm gonna add a little bit of mascara. This is the Benefit Bad Gal Mascara. So this is the completed look, and y'all, I am really loving this full glam. I have not done one of these looks in a very, very long time. I feel like it still looks very natural, just with a little bit of, you know, a little razzle dazzle, and we love that here and there. And especially with the fall season coming up, baby, we want the makeup to make makeuping, okay? In the summer, we want just a little bit of makeup because it's hot. It's gonna melt off your face. But with fall coming up, it's a little bit cooler, and we just coming with fall vibes, okay? So if you enjoyed this video, please leave me a comment down below. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. And until next time, babes, bye.